start this video off with a very important message. This is not cute. You are drowning your hedgehog. Hedgehogs don't like to swim. Regardless of the popular theory online that they love to swim around and do little loop-de-loops in the water, they don't like this. This hedgehog is panicking. First of all, when they swim, they can get water in their ears and it can lead to a severe ear infection. So when you bathe your hedgehog, you want to avoid getting their ears in the water. This hedgehog right here, oh, look at that, ears, whole face, body in the water. That is not safe. Second of all, you only want to do it where it's just not even past their neck. You don't want to make it any more like than chin deep. You don't want their body to go under. You just want enough to be able to go across their quills with the toothbrush and maybe splash some of it on there. That's it. They don't need to go swim in laps in their water, in the sink, or wherever you're bathing them. That's really it. Third off, just don't do this. It's stupid. And if you see that viral video, do not retweet it going, oh my God, so cute. Because it's not cute. They don't like it. Don't make your hedgehog swim. Just bathe them when you need to and move on with your life. That was way more intense than I thought it would be. My hands hold so much power. Anyway, welcome to the video. Yay, video. So today's video, we are doing one that I haven't really talked about much in a long time. A lot of the times when people think of me, they associate me with hedgehogs because that was kind of my first thing, you know? Nala and then my whole family of hedgehogs that I've had over the years. Obviously, hedgehogs are super important to me and something that I do consider myself very well versed in, something that I do know a lot about. So I wanted to make a video today updating you guys on my hedgehogs and basically just going over their care and what I do for them. She is a little shy at first, but hopefully she'll warm up. So this is Ella. Ella, say hi. Ow. No need to be anger. Be happy. Okay. Double okay. Okay. Oh, now you're fine? What's up, grumpy butt? I guess she's camera shy. That's a perfect example of what hedgehogs are like 99% of the time. So, video's over. See you guys later. People often want to know why hedgehogs dislike them, but hedgehogs in general are just very antisocial unless you get a breeder that handles them from the moment that they're born basically up until they sell them to you, and even then there's a good chance they're still going to be grumpy. Hedgehogs are one of those animals that you handle on their terms. They let you know when they're in a good mood, and otherwise you just let them do their thing. And yeah, so if you're wanting a cute cuddly animal that's gonna just love you to death, this is not the animal that's gonna snuggle you up 24/7. So basically everyone has seen my care before in the past, but I have upgraded my hedgehog's cages and I want to take you guys through that. First though, I do want to say a little rest in peace, a memory, a tribute to my boy Kovu. Kovu was around 3.5 years old and he passed away, sadly. He was my baby boy, my chunky chunk, my butternut squash, my little pickle, my pumpkin old poopy pants. I don't know what I'm saying. He was my awesome, I love him. He was my hedgehog. He liked to eat everything. He actually went out when he passed away. He had one little paw in his food bowl, which made me laugh and smile through the tears because it's like he was not about to go out. He was not about to be done with life until he had one last snack. And that's me. That's me on my deathbed. I want to die crawling to my pantry for a snack. Maybe not, that's kind of morbid because my family, or if I even have a family, will find me dead. What if I'm alone and no one finds me? What if I crawl to the kitchen on my own and then my animals eat me? Let's not think about death. Anyway, rest in peace to my boy Kovu. Love you, brother. I mean, son. I love you. Moving on to my hedgehogs that I do have, we have Ella and Sarabi, and we are going to be talking about their cages, how I upgraded them, and just some basics like how I bathe them, how I clip their nails, and what I feed them. Bada boom, bada bang. All right, so I don't know if you guys remember, this bathroom is basically just it's like a storage area right now, so if it's really bad, I'm sorry. No, it's not as bad as I expected. Anyway, these were the old cages. This one down here was Ella's. So that was her cage before, and this is it after. We have a dig box. This is something I highly suggest that you guys invest in or create yourself. I'll actually do a video about dig boxes and all about them and how to use them. They're really fun. Basically, I have a whole lot of videos I can make now just based on hedgehogs, but I'm trying to cover a lot of it just in this one by itself. In the dig box, basically, there's a bunch of fleece, and then you hide insects in there, and then they dig around for them, and it's really, really good. It's very stimulating, and it's really good for them. They use their brain. They have to think about how to dig around. It's really good. So I really like the dig box. One of Ella's favorite things to do now that the enclosure is 3 glass panels and a wood back where there's no bars, she loves to hunt for crickets. She absolutely adores it. Sarabi, on the other hand, has never really been a huge cricket fan, so it's not really something she's missing out on. But I do highly recommend, if any of you guys ever get vivariums for your hedgehog, to let this be a form of their exercise, is hunting. Clearly they aren't the absolute best at it. She's pretty bad, but she's doing her best, okay? She's trying. And then this one was Sarabi's cage. You could tell it's very small. And this is her cage now. So this one is Sarabi's enclosure. She has a hide, her water dish, food dish, some different things to sleep in, her dig box, and then we have a ceramic heat lamp right here, and she often, if she wants to get warm, goes and sleeps in that hide over there. And then, of course, we have her wheel in the middle. This cage is 4 feet by 1.5 feet, I want to say, or 4 feet by 2 feet. I don't know exactly. She's a very shy, very timid hedgehog. She was extremely abused when I found her. Basically, if you don't know her story, here it is. This lady that I adopted my dog from a few months ago texted me the other day, March 27th to be exact, and I was going to California March 29th. But she texted me and she says that someone surrendered a hedgehog and that it is just terrified and that it needs a home.
The little girl didn't even have a cage.
So basically the story goes like this. There was a girl in my town who owned this hedgehog.
Hello.
That girl was going on vacation, so she gave this hedgehog to her friend and said, hey, can you watch my hedgehog for a few days while I go out of town? And since it was only going to be a few days, all she left her was a sack for the hedgehog to sleep in, not even a cage, and some mealworms. And that was it. And the instructions on the mealworms were to feed her 1 mealworm every other day. That is literally starving a hedgehog. It looks like she's probably over in that hide, or they like to hide under their dig box sometimes. There she is. Okay, so next up we are going to be talking about what I feed my hedgehogs. I get asked this so much, and over the years I've had a lot of trial and error with their food, what's exactly best for them. I've tried a lot of things, but I have settled on this whole combination. It's a lot, so be prepared to see a lot of things happening. But this, in my opinion, is the perfect diet for my hedgehogs, and just it's chock full of a lot of things. So let's get started. So first we have Spike's Ultra Superior Nutrition Specialized Formulation. It is a hedgehog food that is made by Pet Pro Products. I have always been interested in this product, but now I just finally started giving it a go with my hedgehogs, and it is amazing. It has so many great ingredients in it. No, this is not sponsored by them. I always feel like when you see a YouTuber promoting things and saying it's great, you have to wonder, are they getting paid to do it? No. I buy this with my own money. No promo. I really love this for hedgehogs. So if you guys can afford to get it shipped out to you, because I don't believe it's available in stores, it's only online, I highly recommend this stuff. I give them both 2 tablespoons of this stuff. And now we're gonna move on to everything else. So then next up, what I'm going to be adding is some insects, just a variety of different ones. So we're gonna start with some snails. This isn't something I always give them, but this is one of the mini insects that I do give them sometimes as treats. And then we add, normally they do get a lot of crickets, but I am out of my live crickets and my frozen ones today, so we are just going to skip over that and use some different worms instead. So normally I actually don't give my hedgehogs too many mealworms. They do get some, but not too many, because they are just very, there's not a lot of nutritional value to them. So since hedgehogs are prone to obesity, I like to avoid the ones that are super fatty. and normally give them things like crickets and dubia roaches. But today we are going to add a few in here just to supplement the fact that I am out of crickets. Now we're gonna move on to some Nutri-Grubs. These are soldier fly larvae. I'm gonna put some in. Next up, I am gonna be using a little bit of some freeze-dried mealworms, just because it does have berries in it too, which is very good to just give them. I can't normally get my hedgehogs to eat, so I'm gonna give them just a tiny bit. And when I say tiny, I mean literally that's what I give them out of this. Then I often give them a little bit of fresh strawberry too. I don't give them too much because they normally don't eat that much of it, but I like to throw it in there. Next up, I am going to add, where is it? Some rose petals and buds. Now this is something not a lot of people do, but I sprinkle it in there and it is so great for protein and fiber. Hedgehogs do need a high protein and low fat diet, so these guys are also really cute treat. This is pure taurine. Now taurine is actually an amino acid that really helps with the central nervous system. Now this is actually mainly usually for skunks and ferrets, but we are going to be using it for hedgehogs, and it's just a really good supplement to help keep their nervous system nice and healthy, since a lot of hedgehogs as they get older have a lot of problems with their central nervous system. It's just something that really helps them. So I get 1/4 of a teaspoon and I sprinkle it in there. Next up, we're doing a hedgehog booster. Now this is mainly just a lot of vitamins and things that they might not be getting from the rest of their diet. This is just a great supplement that I like to throw in on the top, and then we still have one more supplement after this, so I'm really supplementing it up. For the booster, I give them 1/8 of a teaspoon. And lastly, I give them this. This is like a nice little top, they call it, yeah, a top dress for the hedgehog food. It is just chicken, egg, honey, and sweet potato flour. And it is super great for some extra protein again, and it gives them a little extra boost of energy and keeps them going good. So I'm gonna give them some of this. Now this does not go on their meal every day. It goes on there about twice a week and that's it. Okay, and last but not least, or actually maybe least, because a lot of people don't like this brand that much when it comes to their main, but I do sprinkle this with some Exotic Nutrition Hedgehog Complete Formula. Now this does have a lot of extra crap in there that they don't necessarily need in their diet, but it also does have some probiotics in there and a few extra things to help them really get their poop out. And on top of that, my hedgehogs have actually just really grown to like this over the years, so I like to sprinkle it on top of the food just to get them to start eating. Basically, it really just gets them motivated. So I literally give them a tiny amount and I just sprinkle it in there. And I also have the premium insectivore diet that I also sprinkle in. And again, if you were to pick any food, please look into Spike's way over this, okay? Just wanted to make that clear. And that is what I feed them. It's really late at night, so that's why it's so dark in here. Okay, so first up we are going to bathe Ella, give her a little cleanup. So we're going to turn the water on. We want it to be warm but not too hot. We definitely don't want it to be cold though either, because they do not like cold temperatures. And we're going to place her in. Hey Angel. So to clip her nails, I like to wait until she's in the bath to do it because it makes it a lot easier, because they're not going to really ball up when there's a lot of water underneath. So now I can more easily grab her nails and look at them and give them a trim. You dirty. So that is the end of my hedgehog video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys will watch next week. Do you have anything to say before I put you away, Ella? That was a great message.